They say you can tell when you've been awake too long, when your reflection starts to look like someone else. I hadn't slept in 2 days, not because I couldn't, but because every time I closed my eyes, I saw myself standing behind me. At first, I told myself it was stress, work, lack of sleep, the usual excuses you make when something feels wrong but you don't want to believe it. It started last Tuesday. I was brushing my teeth, half awake, when I noticed something off. My reflection blinked, slower than I did. Just half a second, but long enough for my stomach to drop. I froze, waited, blinking again deliberately this time, and again that lag. At first I thought maybe it was the light or my imagination, but I leaned closer, and so did he, half a second late. It wasn't a glitch, it wasn't a trick of the light, it was hesitation, like he was waiting to decide whether to move at all. I laughed. I actually laughed, told myself I was losing it. Sleep deprivation, caffeine, too much screen time. But that night, when I turned off the bathroom light, I saw movement in the mirror after the room went dark. That's when I started avoiding mirrors. I covered the one in my room with a towel, stopped using my phone's front camera, even turned the TV to face the wall. But reflections don't only live in mirrors. They lived in screens, windows, puddles after rain. Even polished silver can show you something you didn't mean to see. And no matter where I looked, I always caught him, just standing there, staring, waiting for me to move first. I started noticing little differences too, tiny, subtle things. My reflection's eyes seemed darker, more sunken. The smile that appeared wasn't mine. It was sharper, like someone pretending to know how to be me. I tried to prove it wasn't real. I set up my phone camera, stood in front of the mirror, and pressed record. I waved, I smiled, I even tilted my head just to make sure the timing matched. When I watched the video back, everything looked normal until the end. The camera dropped slightly, barely a second, and when the image steadied, I was walking away, but the reflection was still staring at the lens. I rewound it again and again. Same thing every time. I left, but he didn't. That's when I stopped leaving my house, covered every surface that could show me back to myself. Even the laptop screen, even my own shadow felt wrong. But that only made it worse, because one night, as I lay on my bed, I saw movement in the dark, a faint silver shimmer on the wall across from me. There shouldn't have been anything reflective, nothing that could show light like that. And yet, the shimmer grew brighter. I sat up slowly, and there, standing at the foot of my bed, was me. He didn't move, didn't breathe, just stared. Then he smiled. The towel I had taped over my mirror was lying on the floor. I don't know which one of us is still here now. I don't feel like myself anymore. Sometimes when I pass by the window, I see my reflection smiling back before I do. And sometimes he moves first. I don't see me anymore. I see him, grinning like he's finally free. And when I close my eyes, I can still feel him watching, waiting for me to move first. You looked too long.